And that's where I think I don't know if Disney, or I'm sorry, Marvel regrets like the Eternals, because I really think that's where they started this thing.
Mhm.
And like, look, we're too big for our britches. We were
Right.
awesome with Endgame. Here's Eternals.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why would you guys do that? What's all this stuff? Like
Right.
what? And then wait, forget it. We'll revisit it at some point. It's like,
Yeah. And
are you kidding me?
There's still a like a giant thing sticking out of the ocean that hasn't been addressed for
like,
what?
What? Like the
10
only
movies
celestial we have so far is nowhere in Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's just the head that they all live in. It's like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make much sense. And that's where the comic books.
Right.
We clearly have stories that are in outer space nonstop. And then we still have the popularity of Spider-Man in New York City doing what he does, Daredevil, Punisher, all these not saying Punisher's a hero. I don't want those comments either. But these characters doing what they do on a street level, cool.
Right.
Why can't we just do that in the movies and be happy?
And I think that is, again, it's indicative of the suffering from success.
Yeah.
Where it's like
100%.
they feel like they have to up the ante every time when you hit this high and you knocked it out of the park. Now we're okay with coasting with like smaller stories and like more contained universes. Like Loki, for example, is it's the perfect character arc for Tom Hiddleston. It worked so well to the point that I hope that they learn from Loki, because the showrunner of that knew exactly what he wanted to do and knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
And if you can have people that are dedicated to one, I would put a director for each character and be like, you control this sector and these stories, and start pulling people in. And we still haven't even started talking about X-Men and Sentinels and like Professor X and Magneto. Like, you could give me a Magneto story, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't need Kang or anybody else to give me a Magneto story, or even just like a X-Men versus the government. Cool. Like,
well, and that's what's fun is we have a lot of these points where Marvel's planning on automatic reset points, like the House of M we've talked about, where when Marvel reaches this point, we're like, all right, we're done with what we've written. We can't have these same actors, whatever age, whatever. No more mutants.
Yep.
Boom. Then we can reset everything like you had said with Flashpoint and do it planned, not just like, oh, we done fucked up. We can't do this now.
Right.
So that we can do that.
And I think what they're afraid of is clearly Wolverine has shown that we have an inability to let go of actors as characters.
Yeah.
Because the fact that Hugh Jackman is coming back as Wolverine is indicative of that. And I still can't believe that's a thing. But
I'm 46, and I'm not saying I work out a lot or anything like that, but things hurt. Things hurt. That dude getting in shape to do that, and it's not like he could be like Deadpool and somebody else could be covered up and it's Ryan Reynolds' voice. It's like, no, you got to see Hugh Jackman, and it's like, that poor bastard.
Yeah.
And it's not like a normal workout where we're going to maintain. No.
Yeah.
No.
So I pray that Deadpool 3 is kind of like a soft reset, and then they just kind of go on like killing everybody. And I just hope that's the story where they just end all the characters that we don't love, and then we move into like the big reset of Secret Wars or we got Secret Invasion, and that was not what anyone thought it was going to be.
No.
Yeah, because I expected that to be a much longer story.
And that's another weird thing that Marvel had been successful at, like Civil War, I point to as this was a huge comic book event. How are they going to do it in the movie? And they totally redid it, kept the concept, and it was phenomenal. So I thought, I guess that's kind of what they're going to do with Secret Invasion. No. Not even close.
Not even close to that story.
No. It was so weird. I don't know what they were doing.
Like, I think that should have been a actual like era,
yeah.
Right? It's like you could have called this like the Infinity like era or whatever, and then you could have gone like the Secret Invasion era. And now I don't know who, like, what heroes are actually heroes.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been a really awesome way to do it. But I understand the contracts with people and like the likeness, and that works out to be messy on like a logistical aspect.
Yeah.
But if we had gotten to a climax there where it's like the entire time, like Captain America wasn't Captain America, or like someone more pivotal than Rhodey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Okay, cool. Like, I understand that you had to give us someone, but like that's who we picked.
Yeah.
And then we've got this super powerful scroll that no one's talking about here. That would hopefully
that combined all these powers.
Yeah.
It's like, that's awesome. Oh wait, we're done.
Yeah, and then she's just gone forever.
Yeah. And,
but I feel like that's a lot of Marvel right now, is they've left all of these things like untouched. It's like a branch just being unpruned. Ooh,
Yeah.
Loki.
Nice.
So they've got all of these things that they could basically tie together or jump back in at any point and pick up these stories, I guess. But what's the point of even laying the groundwork and foundation of this if you have no want to move forward with it?
And that was one of the ironies, is in the Marvels, I appreciated Secret Invasion because they showed more of how humans keep screwing over the Skrulls and not helping them and destroying their planet. And it's like, oh, well, that makes sense. I get it. But then you told that, 6-episode story arc, and it's like, that's
Right.
it?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And I liked Secret Invasion.
Mhm.
I just didn't. I wanted it to be a bigger thing, and it's no way that it should have been like a.
It was almost a throwaway. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have anything to release on the service right now, Disney Plus. So let's just throw this out there. It's like, well, you could have done better.
Right, and then,
But it also led to what I think is going on with Daredevil. They saw that and like, we need dedicated showrunners and not just throwing this stuff together. We need somebody who is going to be molding the story over in Daredevil 18, Secret Invasion 6, and knowing, hey, this is what's going to happen, beginning to end. I have the whole vision here. We're going to do it.
And like, there's been misses along the way. You know what I mean? Like, but that's okay. You learn from these mistakes. You don't have to just fire everybody because like you made a mistake. Like, learn from it and build from it. And we still want some awesome stuff, and there's still a lot of cool stories to tell. But who knows if we'll ever get them.
Exactly.